Mississippi State Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. This team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Hardy. Breaks into the open. Makes it past the marker. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Simmons, under fire. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Now here's Simmons. He's got the back in the middle.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Simmons from the gun on third down. Fires to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On the snap, it's Hardy. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And how about that call? You're right around midfield, fourth down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
On first down, it's Hardy again. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams...
Makes a grab and room to run. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The defense is backed up as the offense is in the red zone. Trying to run, it's Warner. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. He'll take it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri!
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these types. Didn't have the answers. They better find some.
Yeah, and it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Mississippi State right back to the line. Right back to him on the ground. Could be an alley. Slips one guy, now he's loose. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And it's It's the game-breaking speed. You see right there, he takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like you mentioned, the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Finds his big tight end. Gets away from one, finds room. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to Hardy. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
They're working that left side. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know what they need. You know what they want. And you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Simmons trying not to drown in the noise. He's got him. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's fourth down.
Well, in that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up fourth.
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
You know, you go for it on 4th and inches in this fringe area of the field in your opponent's territory. I'd be curious to see if on the next play now, they're going to try and take a shot and see if they can catch the defense sleeping.
Right back to Hardy on first down.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he also runs that stretch play so nice and breaks tackles and uses his physicality. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like that in the backfield.
Yeah, and you mentioned the breaking tackles. That was really the thing. His contact balance and his ability to somehow stay on his feet on those outside zone plays were huge for Missouri's offense a year ago, and they're going to be looking to do that again. You better pack a lunch on defense every single time you're playing this guy. No question, we're expecting big things from him this season.
Sends it back in motion. Throwing Simmons. It's complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And I absolutely understand wanting to make a play for your team, man, but you've got to know when to give it up. You're at this part of the field, man.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Fourth down, Simmons. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. After one quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in
Entering settings screen, you have 30 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Mississippi State going up tempo. Bully ball on 3rd and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Red pass, it's complete. There he goes to the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The offense changing the play. Here's Simmons to throw. Here's the pressure. Got the back over the middle. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. That is exactly why they called the running back the safety valve. They used it, and they used it to perfection.
Yeah, and you want to push the ball down the field. You want to make those big plays, but you see the defense. They bring the blitz. I got the running back open, dump it to him, let him do the rest, let him get the 1st down.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's hard. The Wildcats still short of the 1st down marker.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They'll move the wide receiver. Fires to the big fella. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Finds his tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. The Tigers moving quickly to the line.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And that's a really fun toy to have. When you can go 5 wide and use your running back, man, and make them have to cover him with a bigger body. A guy that he's faster than, but a guy that can now run routes. And you see these running backs, man, they've developed so well in their route running. Nice route, on the same page with this quarterback. They have a nice connection right there.
It's complete to the left. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Hardy. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Hope the kicker is okay there. He's in a defenseless and vulnerable position, and you have to protect him. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Taylor wants to throw it. On target to the left. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Quickly out to the tight end. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Oh, I don't know about this. Makes the catch at the goal line. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Simmons. Quickly to the tight end.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Under fire. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's a heat. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Timeout on the field, Missouri calls it second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
I caught up with Coach Eli Drinkwitz at the half. This is the moment his defense has to get organized. They have been a little problematic here in this first half, giving up too many points. And now, with the opponents getting the ball to start the second half, they do not want that momentum and a positive offensive output right here to change this game. He said our defense has to make a statement and make a stand, and it starts right now. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Running inside, it's Johnson. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the offense, heads out and ready to go. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll give it to Hardy. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Hardy again. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. At the 40, there he goes. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another 1st down. Now here's Simmons. Rushes on him. He wants to take the top off. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
Well, that's the 2nd pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now, the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well, and you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
He's moving out of the pocket. Short gain on the play before he slides. Mississippi State right back to the line. Taylor wants to throw. Makes the catch. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Touchdown Bulldog. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Quick strike touchdown. Comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football. So much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Throwing Simmons. He swings it out to the flat. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Finding some room. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. First down here for the offense. He goes right back to the air. Makes a catch. Oh, he's got some space. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Simmons on play action. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. The offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. Here's Simmons to throw. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons on third. Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw at Simmons. Turns it loose. Finds a man in the middle. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Now from inside the red zone. Working that left side now. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Gives it on the option. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Tigers. Great job by the back on the option.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is good. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out and get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Right back to it. Hard running there. Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Keeps it himself. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. As we head into the fourth quarter, both teams hoping to rely on the running game. Here's how the two backs stack up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. My goodness, he unloads on that one. He's got it. Oh, spin move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. after the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer.
Got a little grass. The tap. Touchdown, Tigers. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this. He's still breaking off big runs, impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Mississippi State offense. They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Quick release on the RPO. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Bulldogs want to move quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. There he goes. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together.
The offense coughs it up. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get ready.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning him here to save some clock.
Shoots it to the left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the back. They go play action with Simmons. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
He's going to be a little bit short of that 1st down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Like, they understand it's 3rd down. They understand the situation. They drop back. And I love the defensive back with vision on the quarterback. He sees it, right? He takes off the scramble. He's like, no, no, no. You're not getting this 1st down. Nice job coming up, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
There's some room. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Mississippi State calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Roberts. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Final timeout taken by the Bulldogs. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Missouri comes up with a 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They want to run this quarterback. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep. On the direct snap, it's Roberts. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Simmons to throw for it on 4. Forced out of the pocket. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunity.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the right. Made a defender miss. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the
Taylor wants to throw. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. And the offense just going to spike it here. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. looking to fire. Oh, he wants it all. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Mississippi State going up-tempo. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David